just made a mistake.
Hug it.
Hug it. Frozen. First syllable? This is where I keep all of my like prepped read alouds. So we actually get to cut him out a little hat.
We get to graduate.
And this last letter says but it's not a U. It's an A.
Zebra.
Good job. Kiss your braids. I've gotten questions before, Maylene. Why do you do center folders? Hi sweet friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. If you're new here, I teach first grade in Las Vegas. This is my 4th year of teaching. I have taught first grade and kindergarten and first grade and kindergarten in a combo class, and this year I'm just teaching first grade. I think we're in week 7 of school, maybe, I'm not sure. But this morning I woke up and it felt like fall. I had a friend come down for her bachelorette this weekend and the weather was absolutely perfect. Like it could not have been better for like a little girls weekend. And then last night me and John went out to Korean barbecue, so I feel like I'm just like full of serotonin from the weekend, but now I'm just feeling like calm school mode. We are, like I said, we are in week 7, so things are starting to really feel more consistent, more like a routine, and I really feel like I am getting in my groove for this year. I feel like the beginning of the year was just a little bit crazy. And get started with my day. Some of my little classroom plant babies. Normally I will just use my watering can with fertilizer for my plants. Here's a picture of the one I like here. I think it's linked in my Amazon for you, but it's called Schultz, and it works really well. So you do it every time you water, and then when you actually want to fertilize them, you just add a little bit more, but that way they get a little bit every time you water them. Classroom plants are happy so far, so that's always good. Oh, we're meeting this morning. Our school has a couple of different clubs and things, but you kind of just sign up for what you want to do, which I think is nice. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. So garden club is meeting in 20 minutes, so let me make sure I'm good. Let me know when your prep is, because mine is first thing in the morning, and it was like that my very first year of teaching, and I really liked that because it just kind of fits with my personality and being a procrastinator. So I love my first prep. I don't know about you. So I have just been working on my PowerPoint, and actually there is a little bit something that I'm doing differently. I have shared my PowerPoint with you guys before. The thing that I'm doing differently is, instead of having it like, here are Monday slides, like Monday from morning to afternoon's slides, and then the next part of the PowerPoint would be Tuesday to the end of the day Tuesday slides. I'm kind of grouping together things that are similar. So all my morning messages together, and then my Rhyme Magic, our sight words, and then blending. So these are all like placeholders, and some of them have timers. And then on this slide, this is for like phonics. So this week it's going to be open and closed syllables. So they'll have words like obviously public, bandit, contest, but then they'll also have began. So that B, that first syllable, is open, so it's began. There's a few more in there, you get the point. Just wanted to show you how I was organizing it now. So all of my poetry, I'm just keeping it all together here. And then so like whatever day we're on, I'll just click over to the second or the third slide. And then my read aloud, I'm just keeping them all kind of chunked together. It's helpful to you or not, but that's what I'm doing now. B-O-T-T-L-E. P-E-B-B-L-E. Pebble. We started book today. We have to practice our
Vocabulary.
All right, vocabulary. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Our first word is quiver. Say quiver.
Quiver.
Now, where is this little girl?
At the pool.
She's at the pool, and she's probably what?
Scared.
Not scared. Cold. You know how sometimes after you're swimming you get out and it's so cold you just quiver and shiver?
And when
Quivering and shivering is the same. Can you quiver? Quiver. Say quiver. Ooh, who sees the secret in this word? What is it? There's two. Yep. Q-U-N-E-R. Good. Quiver. Cool. We did have. Hold on, wait. You said what? No, what did you say before that? frightened. That was one of our vocabulary words last week, right?
He's scared.
So she was frightened of the dark. This little girl is terrified of the dentist. Do you think frightened and terrified mean the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really close. So we can use either one. I like this word too. Terrified. Ready? This little boy has a present and this little boy does not. He is probably what? Jealous. These friends are dressed up for Halloween and they're holding out their buckets for what?
Candy.
They're holding out their buckets for candy. They expect candy. Expect. It's when you think something is for sure going to happen. I expect.
They expect that's the last leaf.
Oh yeah, you think so? So in the autumn, we expect the trees to what?
Fall.
Not the trees to fall, the
Leaves.
leaves to fall. That's right, the trees change colors. We expect it. We really think it's going to happen. And our last one, oh, I love this one. This little girl, she's laying in bed with her blanket and her teddy bear, and she is so comfortable. Comfortable. Oh, it's such a good feeling when you're comfortable.
I don't want to get up. Okay, want to go to school.
If we say it fast, we say comfortable. But the way that you're supposed to say it is comfortable. Comfortable. We just say it really fast because we're lazy when we talk. If you hear a word, what's our signal?
Point to your nose.
Just tap it.
Or you can
Show me your signal. Okay, do I want you to interrupt me?
No.
No. Wait, you what?
Expect it.
You expect sound effects? I'll check and see. I'm not sure. And we read the koala who could. We observed Kevin was where?
In the tree.
Yeah, oh, yeah, he was in the Australia. But where is he on our page here?
He's like right behind, like hiding.
He's hiding. He's kind of pushed off to the corner, right? And we said that the illustrator is showing us how he what? How he feels right here. So Kevin the koala, the illustrator made him all the way on the edge of the paper. He's in the shadows because he feels what?
Scared.
Scared, nervous. So, okay, I want you to look at Kevin here. And I want you to look at Lance here. Who can tell me, raise your hand, who can tell me what you notice about these two books? Over, I kept hearing you say that Lance Cottonwood was scared. You are right. The illustrator did not put him right up here, proud, confident in the middle. He has him off to the side. We know Lance is feeling scared or nervous. I want you to pretend that you are Lance Cottonwood and you're up at the very tippy top of a tree and down below you see dog poop. Tell me why this book reminds you of the koala who could. Yeah, everyone was cheering him on. Good. Let's go back to the page in the koala that could or who could where everyone was cheering him on.
Oh, no, that sounds stuck in my head.
That's the point. We are going to choose whether we like the playground, the beach. Oh, wait a second. Playground,
Or.
beach,
Or.
library,
Or.
store. And look, even the word
Or.
store has
Or.
or.
I'd like to say playground or
Beach, or library, or the store. My turn. Okay, so I want you to think in your brain right now which one you like the best, and when you know, give me a thumbs up. Which one do you like the best if you had to pick? And the first thing I want you to do is tell me which one you like the best, and you're gonna tell me why. What do you guys think I'm gonna pick? My turn. I'm gonna pick this store. Are you ready? So I need to start with my opening. Oh, I should do my Running Superstar song. Should we do it together real fast so I remember? Can you help me?
Yeah. Every time we do running, we should do our running.
That way I don't forget. Okay, ready? I'm a writing superstar. 5 big goals I know by heart. Capital letter always first. Finger spaces between words. Sound them out the best you can. Punctuation at the end. Go back and check. We do our best. Beautiful job. I'm going to start with my opening. So what should I say for my opening. Let me tell you the best store, or I could say I love Target. What else?
The best store.
Or I could say what the best store is. Finger spaces between words. I really love going to the store. Oh, I just made a mistake. Hug it. There we go. I really like going to the what? Store. Good. Finger spaces between.
And if you don't know it, you can just look at the picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle this one because I want to write about this
It's
one.
all you made the. It kind of looks like a 5 for us. Yes, that looks better. Did you do it? You didn't hug it. Yes,
Go ahead. What?
Punctuation.
Yeah, someone was paying attention. I love it. You were waiting. You were like, is she gonna put her punctuation at the end? Yes. Nice job. Now I need my 3 reasons. My 3 reasons. Why do I like going to the store? Let me think. I like going to the store because
They have plants?
yeah, I love that. You know me so well. Okay, ready? Plants.
Punctuation at the end.
Punctuation at the end. I'm going to put an exclamation mark because I'm really excited about that. Read it with me. Shopping. Shopping. Good. Why is this P doubled? Because it has an ending. I got to double the. All right, go back. Read it for me. I need an ending, right? I need some kind of closing. So in the beginning, I said, I really love going to the store. And then I told you why. So I can say, it's the best. The store is the best. That's why I love the store. Or there is one thing I forgot. Get a pen. Step 2, write your name. Step 3, circle. The best thing. Step 4. Okay, so end of the day, and I think it did go pretty well today. My hair, it's like twisty. So I had a couple moments today where I had like tears, or one of my kids was sleeping today for a little bit too, so that's okay. It was a really good day, and I didn't film a ton for you. I think I have bits and pieces of what I filmed, but something that I really loved today was during our center time. And I talk about this all the time on my channel, and it's a choice that I make. So obviously, no way if you can't do it. But I have a read aloud every week that I do with my kids. And then when my read aloud is done, I always put it in the library for them. So like we have a leaf thief here. I kind of just throw them up on top. Giraffes Can't Dance, Strictly No Elephants, Koala Who Could. All those books, sorry, it's so dark in here. All those books are in the library. I want to show you pictures of my kids in library today because one of them was reading Giraffes Can't Dance, and I actually have another copy of that book in my library, and they both had it open and they were reading it together, and it was the cutest thing. And then one of my other girls, she was reading The Leaf Thief, but she was like laid back with another student, and they were like reading the books together because reading pictures is still reading, but it gives them more confidence, I think, and I love having them kind of explore books that we've already done together, and it gives them more confidence to read other books. Really, the number one thing is it lights me up to see them excited about reading and giving them the chance to like reread those books that we love together as a class. Like that makes a big difference to them. So I think the only other thing I wanted to share with you guys was writing. So we've been working on opinion, like we're finishing it up. I'm gonna give them probably more opportunities this week, but today I had them do it on their own. So we talked about what our writing piece should have, an opening, reasons, closing. I modeled one with them. One of the papers looks like this, so they had to pick which one they wanted to do and then write about it. And they were supposed to have an opening, 3 reasons, and a closing, which is a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but I have to have those really high expectations because you'd be surprised what they can do. So this friend said, but she hugged it. Let me tell you about the beach, which we love the use of phonetic spelling. She even used a secret there. So things like that are things that I would explain in a writing conference. So really quickly, they wrote this today. I'm gonna have a writing conference and then give them another chance to like redo this. I love the beach because I can play in the sand, because I can also boogie board, and I also can dig deep holes. The beach is the best. So that would be an example of a student who got everything. It's actually pretty difficult to do. And so some of my other students, I used a different template for them to differentiate a little bit. So it looks like this. So it has, they just fill in the blank and then they write 1, 2, 3 reasons. Some of my kids, I just cut the paper and tried to have them give me 1 reason. Some of them, I just like ghost wrote it for them. So I wrote it in like yellow marker or something and they can then kind of trace it and go through it. So like for them it was more like, can you tell me your opinion and can you tell me why? So yeah, I like doing something even as simple as like just cutting the paper for them and just having them try to give me 1, like see what you can do. And if that's still too difficult, just dictate it to me. So I have, just to kind of give you an idea, I have 9 kids who need a lot more support to get there. I'll kind of stack, like these kids got it, these kids are almost there, and these kids need a lot more support kind of thing, like high, medium, low. And I just kind of spread it out like that, and then I can really quickly jot down their names or take a picture or something, and then if I wanted to do writing groups, I could do it like that. But I do this with a lot of like assignments and tests, and then I can just take on a sticky note, meeting or exceeding, approaching, and beginning. So here's what it looks like right now. I'm missing, I had 2 kids absent today. I was like, I thought I had 1. 2 kids are absent today, so I have 25. So this is just roughly what it looks like. So I'm going to upload these really quickly to Class Dojo. I'll upload their draft that has these boxes at the top, and then I'll also upload their finished piece so parents can kind of see the process. I date stamp everything with the date. I love this date stamp. I've had it since my first year, but I recently got this one because I just think it's helpful, especially putting things in Class Dojo or sending them home. I just think it's helpful to know whether or not they did it by themselves or not. So I have this little stamp. It says completed myself with support, one-on-one in a group, and the ones that I helped, I just marked myself and I marked with one-on-one support to show that they like both of those. I don't do it on every single thing I send home, but I think for certain things it is helpful. I'll link the stamp I have for you in my Amazon storefront. It's not awesome. Like my date stamp is really good. This stamp, not the best quality, but I mean, you could search it. That'll be a starting point. So I'll link this for you. And I think I might take you home this week. I said goodbye, but I'm still here. And Georgina is helping me.
I was forced to help.
Put some scissors in front of her and I said, let's go. No, they're going to watch the vlog and they'll be like, she's the book fairy. Okay. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Thanks, Georgina.
You're welcome.
Helping me make all these book fairy magic wand. Stood on a chair to do it. That's perfect.
That was ugly.
Don't knock off the book fairy.
Is that the book fairy?
Yeah, well, the book bin fairy, that's where she lives.
That's...
I had a great day yesterday. This morning I was like very relaxed. I woke up, I did my exercise bike, took my time getting ready. Didn't have to do absolutely anything to my hair, like barely even brushed it. I just combed it through with my fingers. And then I get dressed for school and I wear this shirt. It's my house shirt. And I put on my wolf ears and like, I'm like, okay, like I could face paint. Oh, I don't have my face paint. I'll just like go as is. Today is not Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. I didn't need to wear this. It's Tuesday. My AP had an extra school shirt, so now I don't have like any more mental capacity right now, so morning.
Caller number 4. No, you cannot call now. We need caller number 4. By the artist and the song wins a gift card. Here we go.
I don't know this song. Oh, Dolly Parton. 9 to 5.
Congratulations, caller. Next one. This one I expect to go kind of fast. We're going with caller 5 on this one. Caller 5. Congratulations, Rachel. Living on a prayer. Final one. We'll go caller number 5 again, just because that's.
Come on, Taylor Swift.
Congratulations, Jack. Thanks for playing winners. Come on up and collect your gift cards from Kelly.
I didn't win. We're working on syllables, right? And when we practice using our syllables to sound out words, we can figure them out a lot easier than just guessing. So that's why we're practicing. So today we're going to practice with, oh, that was yesterday. Yesterday we did all these words. Let's read them. Ready? Make sure you make the superhero sound. Clover. Baby. Music. Okay, today we're going to practice spelling some of these words, but what we're actually going to do is do it on our whiteboards. Now, listen to me carefully. If you show me that you cannot handle the whiteboards, I'll just give you a clipboard and a pencil. So you need to show me that you can do it. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Our line time is 1 minute and 40 seconds. Do you think we can beat that? Yeah. Okay, you beat it by 1 second. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to draw a donut to make sure your marker works. 10, 9, 1. Show me your donuts.
I got 2.
Okay, so everybody's marker works?
Yeah.
All right, wipe it clean.
Look at mine.
Okay, when I tell my syllables, I need everyone to do it with me. Show me your bodies towards the board. Frozen. Say it. Frozen. Let's do the syllables. You have your marker in one hand, right? Use your other hand to gently, don't bang it hard, to gently tap it. Ready? Frozen. Do it one more time. Frozen. Good. Even. Hey, I need everyone to do it. Ready? Marker in one hand. It's ready to write. In the other hand, you're going to use this to get the syllables. Ready? Frozen. First syllable? Fro. Ready? For what superhero? Oh, good. Fro. Wait for me for the last part.
This call, can we draw like a...
I'm going to have you guys draw a line like this. Not a big one like Miss Paul. Sorry. Just a little one like that. Make sure it doesn't look like an L. Okay, ready? Fro. What's the second syllable? Zen. Do it with me. Zen. Watch my mouth. Zen. Fro. Zen. What's the word? Frozen. Erase just your line so you just have frozen. Okay, do you see what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, frozen. Get ready. Syllables. Do. Wait, pause. Everybody do it with me. Do. Wait. Okay, hold. Leave it in that hand. Other hands. Ready? Do. Nut. First syllable? Do. Right? Do. Do. Good. What superhero? Oh, good. Do the syllables with me. Do. Nut. Good. We know how to spell nut. Good, right. Good. If that's what you wrote. Flower called a tulip. Say it, tulip. Ready? Syllables. Tulip. Good. Write the first syllable. That one's really tricky. Good. See if you can get the second syllable. Tulip. Began. Good. Next one. Ready? Tiger. Good. Look at the word. Good. Ready? 2 more.
Robot. Zebra.
Good job. Kiss your brains. The last time I talked to you was the very morning. Man, I went downhill fast. When we got to planning time, I started feeling like a little bit off. I even took like a nap, or I tried to take a nap during planning time. One of my magic moms who came in this morning to help, because again, after specials, we do our AR reading time, so our level up time. So I'll pull groups who can't read, and then the other ones will practice doing AR for 20 minutes while they eat snack. One of my moms came in to help with that time because it's really hard for first graders. She was like, oh, do you want me to go get you some coffee? We have like a little coffee bar at school. And I was like, you're an angel, thank you. So she went and got me coffee. I wasn't sure really what it was, but then I had like chills all day long. Like, I wasn't feeling good. I was just totally out of it, really, really struggling. So I took them to lunch, came back, slept the entire lunch, brought them in from lunch, and we had a birthday, so we celebrated a birthday. And then I was like, you guys, look, I don't want to be grumpy with you guys, but I really don't feel good, so we're going to do things a little bit different. So first I had them do number blocks, and then I had them do Chromebook, so Rocket Math, and then I had them do Freckle Math. There's a section of it that's kind of like adaptive, so it learns with them. So they did number blocks, Rocket Math, for echo math. Then after that, they played some math games on the computer, and then I had them clean up, and we did, oh, even for our read aloud, sorry, backing up, even for our read aloud this morning, I was, you know, I love reading with my kids. I could not give any energy. I found it on YouTube and I looked it up and I was like, I can't do it today. It just felt so bad. And then sometime after lunch, another teacher came by. She had some medicine, so then I was able to like kind of survive through the rest of the day. Like my chills went away, and then I started actually getting kind of hot. I don't know, I didn't have a temperature, I don't know. We finished off the day with portraits, where our school wants us to do portraits of someone that's really important for our school, so we did that for the end of the day. My kids were for the most part, they're like, Miss Call will be good for you, will be nice for you. And then I had one kid who just was struggling so hard today, and I'm like, buddy, today's not the day. Please, today's not the day. And one of my kids used his selfie coupon. I have it pinned up on my board, so whenever they cash in this coupon, I will take a selfie with them, and then I'll print it and I'll give it to them to keep. I really would love a Polaroid camera to just snap a Polaroid, but I don't have one, so I just print them at like Walmart or wherever. But he was like, we'll just do it tomorrow. Like, I was not up for a picture today. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, and at the very end of the day, we've been practicing our song for social studies. The earth is spinning on its axis, it is rotating, that whole song. And they've all memorized it, and they just started singing it at the end of the day because I told them we couldn't practice today because I was like, I have a headache and I'm tired and I don't want to practice. So they just did it by themselves, and honestly, it put me in a great mood. I was feeling decent enough. And then they sang our choice rap at the end of the day. I don't know. It's just like little moments like that. Like, I still found joy, but I'm like really struggling. So I am hoping that a good night's rest really helps me feel better for tomorrow, because it was one of those things where it was like, I didn't feel like, I know it's not my problem that our district doesn't have subs. Like, we literally cover for each other at the school I'm at. We cover for each other on our prep periods, like that. Like, it's us covering other classes. I felt like a little bit guilty because I'm like, I can push through it and be here, but it's just more of like, yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna hopefully feel better, and maybe I can get some more content for you guys tomorrow. I was gonna take you home this week, I really was, but you know what, always next week. And my anniversary is Friday, so I'm really hoping I can feel better. I don't know when I talked to you last. I felt terrible all week long. Just like, it was like chills, body ache, headache, phlegmy. Like, it was so bad, and I haven't felt that bad in a long time. My kids were really sweet. Our school district, in Clark County School District, we don't have any subs anyways. But on top of that, a lot of teachers at our school are out. In my head, I just kind of played it out like, okay, look, if I call out, I have to like make sure I have something for the sub, which do I? I mean, technically I have like worksheets and stuff, but then my kids are not going to get anything done. Everyone at the school is gonna have to like pick up the slack. Like, today I'm subbing for another teacher on my prep, so that's kind of how we do it, which I get it. Like, if you're sick, you need to like take the day and go home. But in my head, I was just like, you know, if I'm not here, they're not gonna get anything done. And if I am here, I can hopefully play the sympathy card for them. Hopefully they'll be little angels, and we can do a lot of easy laid back things, a lot of Chromebook things. And then that way I don't have to inconvenience other people. I know, it's not a good thing to do. Don't be like me. I'm serious. Wednesday when I came to school, as soon as my ibuprofen kicked in, like, I was okay for like a few hours, and then I fell apart, and then I took more ibuprofen and it didn't kick in until later. But anyway, the story is, when I was taking my medicine, I was fine. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this in, because I just know people are gonna be like, Maylene, you should have stayed home and you should have done this. I know I should have, but it's a lot harder when you're the one who's having to make the choice and you're in the moment, and you also, yeah, anyways. Today is Friday. It is also me and John's 5-year anniversary. I am so behind on vlogs. I feel like I am very upfront about when my life is together and when my life is not together, and I also feel like a good way you can tell if my life is together is by my YouTube uploads. Like, for some reason, when everything is like working in my favor, like I'm consistent on YouTube, I'm doing great, so you can automatically tell. And when was the last time I even uploaded a YouTube video? It's 11 days ago. Vlog number 3, and today is September 23rd. I really do want to get caught up, so there's probably like lots of back-to-back vlogs that you guys have seen. Today's Friday. Okay, so let me catch you up. What have we done? Not much, because like I said, I have not been feeling well. I tried to pull a couple reading groups every day. We did do some seasons. Graphic organizer, I have seasons in the middle, and then we wrote about each season. Today we're gonna probably color some for each season. We've been doing the very last leaf, and my kids were actually, see, it's the sweetest thing. They were so sad on, I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, Wednesday, but I was like, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna read you the book today. I'm just not feeling up to it. I'm just gonna play it on YouTube. And they were genuinely sad about it. So I was like, I know, I'm better than a video. Okay, we did our little story mapping, first, next, last. We did our shared writing. I love doing this component of our read alouds. Every single student in my class can benefit from shared writing because none of my students are writing absolute perfect sentences. So that's like my favorite thing to do with them. Also, let me just show you the state of the table back here. It is a mess. Our leaf. So we're gonna read the book one more time.
Oh my gosh.
Just like our little squirrels. We're gonna read the book one more time, and then you're gonna do the writing. When the writing is done, your pictures, and we actually get to cut him out a little hat.
We get to graduate.
Oh, you get to officially make him
It's like
graduate.
That's so cute.
Show me that you're ready.
He is so
Director, bring me our Leaf Thief book. It's a fall book.
I just want
My turn.
your turn.
All right, say main idea
Main idea
is the most important
is most important
thing the author wants us to know.
thing the author wants to know.
Okay, so authors don't just write books to write books. They write books a lot of times to teach us about things and to teach us about life. Not just leaves, but also life. The more we read books, the more we can relate to the characters in the books, right? Could you relate to Lance in the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some of us could, maybe some of us couldn't.
Don't give up,
Don't give up, keep
keep trying.
trying. Absolutely.
Monkey wise, you can cheer them on.
Yeah, you can cheer people on. We're going to write about the main idea. We're going to say the main idea is, say it with me, the
main idea is superstar.
5 big goals I know by heart. All right, the main idea is, so the
In mine.
T-H-E, but my T has to be a what? Capital. Watch me. I'm going to take my time. A. Good. This is actually going to be a vowel team. There is only one vowel team with A as the first letter. A, I, D, E. And this last letter says but it's not a U. It's an A. Wow. The main idea, finger spaces between words, is, and your job is going to be to fill in the sentence.
Capital letter always with finger spaces between which and nothing else. Go back.
They can be different colors. Okay, it's lunchtime. Things are going really well. My kids are actually doing such a great job. We did our word check today, which is kind of like, it's basically like a spelling test at the end of the week, but it's on whatever phonics skill we did. And a lot of these words we've practiced as a class. These were the 5 words I chose to use: robot, tiger, baby, donut, music. For baby, when I was giving it, I don't think I recorded myself giving the word check because I just say the word. But I told them beforehand, like, practice the syllables because we've been practicing that all week. So row, they hear the superhero O, and then bot, they can use the roller coasters, b-ot. So row, b-ot. And then for the first like 2 words, I'll kind of go slow with them. I'll do tie, g, and like have like remind them like, oh, there might be a secret here. Oh, baby, let me give you a hint. It sounds like an E, but it's not. It's an ending. So I'm a little bit more supportive in the beginning, especially. These are not super easy skills. I don't want it to be super easy. I don't want everyone to be perfect at it, but I'm so impressed because they have improved so much. Since even last week with our word check, we did, last week it was closed syllables, so we did sunset, napkin, catnip, those things, and a lot of them did not do really well at all. And I think, you know, maybe it was the first time we were doing a word check, there could have been that, new skills, I don't know. But this week it was so much better. So many of my kids either got it or were really, really close. And even some of my kids last time, like 3 or 4 letters in the word. I am so impressed. And even this one, they were close. Like this one, they forgot the secret there. That, honestly, it's really okay. This one, they used the wrong ending. That's okay. Like, they sounded out a lot. Now I just want to see if they can get the spelling. So, also, I keep forgetting to share this with you guys. I just made a TikTok, and I'll put it as a reel too about how I make this. But the greens I use are by 1UP Nutrition. They look like this. They taste so good, and I mix it in sparkling water, and it really helps, like, just like the flatness of it. I don't love the flatness of just drinking greens and water or like greens and juice, but these are actually good. I can drink them. I can get them down, and the sparkling water gives it a little extra oomph. And if you have greens that don't taste good and you're like, Maylene, I already bought greens and they don't taste good, but I really don't want to waste them, add flavor drops into it and like see if that helps. Now it's actually lunchtime. So main things we did the word check. We did a writing about the very last leaf. This part at the bottom, the writing piece. So we are 99% done with that. I just have 2 kids who need to finish. I need to charge their, see, this Chromebook situation is killing me. I don't have a Chromebook cart, and I'm having to like constantly like plug in Chromebooks, and then they get unplugged, or these kids don't get charged, or this one, it's a mess. When they get back in, they're going to do Chromebooks. I'm going to finish up opinion writing with a couple of kids who I did not get to on Wednesday. After that, we're probably going to do a directed drawing. We're just going to be in Fun Friday mode, and I'm so glad that it's Friday. Okay, last I talked to you was during lunch. It's after school. They finished all of the very last leaf crafts. It was actually cute. I forgot to tell you this earlier. Part of the story of the very last leaf is like he is studying for his final exam, and his final exam as a leaf is to fall down fall down out of the tree. And so the whole idea of the book is he's afraid to fall, he's afraid to do something new. And so when they were making their little leaf crafts, you can see right there what they were doing. It was so cute. So many of them did this. They took their leaf and they like threw him up and like let him fall, and they were like cheering him on, and they were saying, pass your final test, or hold on, he's not ready to graduate. But it wasn't crazy or chaotic. Like, I just saw a couple of random kids doing it. It was super sweet and precious. Finished opinion with some of my kids. A lot of my students who need a lot more support, it's a nice time for me to film them. So if I call them one-on-one, or even a couple of students to my back table, I will record them just on my phone camera, and later I'll upload that video directly to Class Dojo. And it helps because a lot of the times the students who need more support for their writing or whatever it is, like, you send home something and it's like, oh, like they did this, this, and this, but what the parents don't see is the support it took to get them to that point. So I like showing that whenever I can. I obviously can't do it with every student every day all the time, but it's nice when I have those few extra minutes where I can record. We did a directed drawing. It was the Autumn Bird directed drawing on YouTube by the guy who does all the really good directed drawings. Autumn Bird drawing, and I'm gonna throw those up for like 1 week before we swap it out for a Halloween one. I am catching up on things. I went ahead while they were doing free choice, and I put in my copies into my weekly cart over here. So for Monday, actually what I could do is I could prep the anchor chart, so that's ready. This we're doing on Monday. It's part of our math curriculum. It's like a practice test. Tuesday stuff is in here. We're reading I Love My Fangs next week. It's this cute little book about a vampire who loses his first fang. It's adorable and precious. My flow is kind of like this. Tuesday, start planning for next week. Wednesday, finish planning for next week. Thursday, a mom makes copies. Friday, which is today, a mom comes in and like sends home all their work for the week, and I'm gonna try, since all my copies should be done Thursday, I'm gonna try to get everything prepped for next week on Friday. So I'm like a week ahead, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of my flow. So here's our anchor chart from this week. It goes to the library, and I just cover our oldest anchor chart. And now it's so fall. Fall, 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 fall. And we'll have our little autumn birds right there. That's gonna be so cute, very fall. Okay, love that. I love the way that I've organized my books. I talked about this in my classroom setup blog, but all of my books that have like activities with them, oh my gosh. Some people put them in like a closet, I don't know. I keep them in this first cubby. Boom, can find them just like that. And then the rest of these are organized by like throughout the year. So beginning of the year, so like fall, and then towards the end of the year, a couple other things. You can watch my setup videos. if you want to know how I organize my books. So here's the book for next week. And I'm watering my plant, but I'm gonna swap this out. And then this book, we just read it, will go here. This is where my students retell the story that we did. So the ones I have right now, it's so hard to see, I'm sorry. I'm figuring out the lighting in this classroom. The windows, yeah, they're great, but like the lighting is always tricky. Okay, so they've been doing this one a lot, and Strictly No Elephants. They have The Leaf Thief, so I'm gonna leave that one. So this is one we did this week. So this is already laminated. My aide helped me with this last year, my last school. So this is laminated as like a title for them, and then all the pieces that are on that chart, these are laminated too in a little pocket poly envelope thing for them. And these are kind of like rough and wrinkly because obviously I moved. They were very nice and neat, and then when you pack things up, they just get messed up. And if you missed a couple vlogs where I've shown this, this is where I keep all of my like prepped read alouds. So we've got Stumpkin coming up next. I don't actually know if I have one for I Love My Things. Let me double check this. Okay, yeah, I do have it. So I'm gonna pull this to the front. Activity in here. I'm gonna put this one up front. So I forgot to put Lance the leaf on our anchor chart, but he's there now. Next super quick part of prepping, it's only 3:30, so I'm making good time, is getting my one anchor chart ready for next week. So I'm gonna put together our little Dracula vampire guy. Okay, that took 4 minutes. 4 minutes for me to do. He's so cute. They just love seeing him at the beginning of the week. So I always say, we get to make that on Friday. So I'm gonna prep the anchor chart. Okay, 3:45. This is what the chart's gonna look like this week. Instead of doing like a beginning, middle, end, and a shared right in between, I'm going to do all the shared right together in one section at the bottom. I could prep my center folders for next week. Should I? Maybe I should. I'll do it. You know what? The only way it's going to be a habit is if I do it. Okay, so I'm about to stuff center folders. I will be out of here before 4, so I'll have stayed an hour after school and gotten everything ready for Monday with, of course, the help of my parents. But super quick chat about center folders. Each kid has a center folder, has their number, says center folder on it, and inside the center folder there's a side for word work and a side for writing. So when they're in the writing center, they do their center folder. When they're in the word work center, they do their center folder. They don't do it on days they have Chromebook or days they're in the library. I've gotten questions before, Maylene, why do you do center folders? I do center folders because I need some kind of independent practice, something to document if they actually know it or if they don't, because we can't do everything 100% guided together. Number 2, I have center folders because it's differentiated. I have basically a low, medium, high, so I have work that is on grade level, work that's a little bit below grade level, and work that's above grade level. So that's how I separate it. I've had questions, why don't you just have like a drawer, or why can't they just get like grab from this bin, or like have all the yellow kids grab from here? The reason I don't do that is because I don't want them to like compare themselves to their peers. I want them to know that like, hey, Miss Call picked out this work just for you. When they get their center folder, they open it up. That's the work they need to do. I don't need to train them to grab the low level work from a certain bin, or make sure they only grab from this bin. Like, I want them to know that this is the work they're working on because it's perfect for them and Miss Call picked it out just for them. And besides that, my kids are constantly fluctuating, they're constantly changing, and me putting work in their folders every week is a chance for me to differentiate every single week for them, not just stick them in a low category or a high category. Like, it varies from week to week. Like, some of your kids are going to be pretty consistent throughout the year, but all in all, it varies. So I'm not going to spend time every day being like, okay, today make sure you pick from here and make sure you pick from here. No, I just take 5 minutes, put it in their folders, and then that's what they're responsible for. So that's why I really like this system. So that being said, I've already asked a parent to make copies for me for my center folders, and I've told her how many sets I need of each set. So I'm going to go ahead and divvy up my kids into those 3 categories. that's done. Their folders are stuffed. I'm just going to throw them in their book bins on Monday morning. It does take some time to think and plan about what I want to put in the center folders. If you are interested in this kind of setup, I guess, then I would recommend getting a bundle on TPT. That's what I did. I used the Miss Giraffe's like massive ultimate phonics bundle, and I just pull each week. So our skill next week is going to be S blends. So I'll show you what each of my groups is going to be doing. Not my groups, they're not groups, which I have 3 different differentiated. I'm trying to avoid saying low, medium, high, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the simplest one is one of these S blends. There's SP and SK. This is SP, it's an SP blend. They're just practicing differentiating that. And then the other part of their word work is basically a missing vowel. So this is the only letter that's missing in each one. So it's pointing to the spot. Sp, ot, sp, in. And then for writing, this one is just a trace. And then a trace the sentence. I always use this as my most support given practice. Kind of on level group is a circle and sort. We practiced all of these as a class already, so they know how to do all of them. So they read, I can smell a skunk. They're looking for SM blends and SK blends. They're going to circle the word smell and write it here. Same thing for the other one. Self-explanatory. And then the first part of their writing is just writing a word. Next part of their writing is writing a sentence with a lot of the same words. So a lot of repetitive practice. And then our word check at the end of the week on Fridays is going to have a lot of the words that they're practicing. It's the on-level group. High group, I like to do some kind of like puzzles, fill in the blanks. They love them. They love to challenge their brain, and they think it is so fun. Their favorite thing ever is this phonics crossword. Love it. So they'd write spider this way. They'd write storm that way. They think it's so fun. And then a little maze. The skunk will sniff to smell it. I get a snack at the stand. They have to like work their way through and then write the sentence. Little first part of writing is a fill in the blank. Again, they think it's super fun. And then just a simple writing. My high group really loves these. So those are, for the most part, the different activities. I do supplement where I need to, like with some of my friends who are really more kindergarten level or need extra help with their handwriting, for example. I will add in things here and there, but a lot of that happens at my table anyway. So that's everything that's in their folders, and I'm pretty much good to go for next week. I even watered my plant. Sits in the window, gets a little bit curly, sucked up so fast. So okay, plants are watered. The only thing I don't fully have done is my guided reading groups, but the way I'm doing them, they kind of flow themselves. So maybe I can talk to you guys about that next week. That's everything that I'm doing to prep for next week. So super simple. I'm going to skip on out of here. I am actually getting super tired. It's now 4:08, so I'm doing pretty good, and I'm gonna get home to my husband. We're gonna celebrate our 5-year anniversary. I hope this vlog was helpful. I always feel a little self-conscious during the vlogs where I don't get done exactly what I wanted to get done or show you exactly what I wanted to show you. So it's super helpful if you voice down below what you saw that was helpful, because sometimes I don't realize things are helpful, and I'm over here just trying to survive, okay? So if there's anything that's helpful, it really is a little boost. As always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Like this video if it was helpful, or if you just had fun with me this week, make sure you subscribe and join our family down below, and I will see you in the next one.